Final critique for this assignment, I chose this picture of a horse laying down. I chose this picture just because I don't know a lot about horses, but I was drawn to this picture just because you can tell that the horse is in pain because you can see the cast on its leg. And if you look behind the horse, there's two people conversing, probably about the horse, because one of them has a stethoscope around her neck. So it seems to me like she's probably the veterinarian and she's there to check out the horse. Um, I really like this picture just because um, you can tell that it's in a very natural setting, somewhere that you would find a horse, probably a barn or a stable of some sort. I really like the way the fencing is in the background. Um, you can really tell it gives it like an authentic look. Um, I chose this picture particularly because um, you can see that there's a lot of pain coming from the picture, and even though it's not like somebody crying or somebody just looking very upset, you can tell by the looks on these two people's faces that something bad is going on. And um, like I said, I really don't know a lot about horses, but I don't think I've ever seen a horse laid down. So that kind of makes me think something is wrong with it. Altogether, I really think that the photographer used all the elements and principles in a very good way to create this picture because you can see the lines, the patterns, the textures, and they really come forward through the picture to make it all fit together nicely. I also really liked this photographer's narrative just because every picture did go together very nicely. Every picture was about a horse, and I'm not particularly sure if it was about or the picture was of the same horse, but it was of a horse. So I really thought it was nice to see that every picture did revolve around horses. Um, Personally, I may have changed um, the angle at which the photo was taken. Um, I do understand that the photographer probably wanted to take a picture of the entire horse, and I can imagine that that's pretty challenging just because horses are such big animals. So the photographer was probably trying to um, incorporate that and capture the entire thing. But I feel like it would have given it a different kind of feel, like a more emotional feel, if the photo was taken at a different angle. Um, like I said, one thing I really, really love about this picture is that you can see the pain in their faces when they're of the two people talking. Um, I just think that's really cool because it's not the main point of it, in my opinion, but you can really just see the way they're hurting. Um, I don't think that I would change anything about the composition just because I really like the way everything falls together. Like I said, I think the fencing gives it like an authentic sort of look to it. I also really like that there is hay and just everything about this picture I think falls together nicely. And again, I think the photographer did a very good job with making the entire narrative about horses.